Welcome back to the channel, everybody. This is the GXSimmer. We are on episode 6 of A Young Widow's Journey. And in this episode, we are going to see how Phoebe is doing with winter approaching and what surprises may be ahead of them. And remember, if you like this content, remember, like, share, subscribe. Always click the notifications button so you know when the next episode is coming out. Let's talk about A Young Widow's Journey. Sitting with Phoebe and Sonia, and as you can see, Sonia has made a mess. Phoebe has come to a realization that she is single and loving it. So right now, she's content with her single lifestyle, and she doesn't want to move forward from that. And that's fine. It's already the start of winter. Now we're looking at Javier. He is holding Sonia outside of the house, and he's just snuggling her. He's going to bring her back in. And it's been a nice start to the winter. Fall is over. They've had a nice fall, and things have been going well for this family. But Phoebe is still very unsure about her relationship with Wesley, how she wants to approach it. Right now, they're pretty much just like dating. They haven't gone any further than that. And for Wesley, it's starting to wear on him a little bit because he kind of starting to feel more for Phoebe than I think Phoebe is feeling for Wesley. And he really wants to try and explore some other ways of letting her know how he feels about her. So Phoebe looks like she's getting ready to go out tonight. It is, well, it's early. It's 6:42 a.m. What are you doing in your party outfit? Okay, so she's going to make some food, and now the truth is, one of the reasons why Phoebe is dressed in her party outfit is last night she went on a date with Wesley. It went really well, but they ended up getting in very, very late. And then Sonia woke up, so Phoebe has not gone to bed at all, and she's kind of like hungry and a little tired, but you know, she has that in the zone mastery perk, so basically it helps her out. We're trying to figure out what's going on with Spud, so we're enabling the Twisted Mexi all cheat, which is pets.toggle underscore selectable underscore pets, so that we can take control of him and find out what his deal is. Sonia, for some reason, is really mad. I don't know why. Oh, she's hungry. Oh, wow. Yeah, better feed that kid. All right, go ahead and eat something. Come on. What is that? Okay, I have no clue what that is. All right, so she's going to eat something. Phoebe is going to go clear the table, and Sonia is going to sit in her favorite chair while she eats her breakfast. Just realized that today is Night on the Town, and hey, look at this. Sonia has mastered the movement skill. Now the kid can run. Excellent. All right, so she's pretty doing pretty good with her skills here. This is excellent. And she's going to give Spud a hug and tell him she's a good cat and he really loves her. And Spud is so good with Sonia. He doesn't hiss at her or scratch at her. He's such a good boy, and he absolutely loves her. So Sonia's going to, and they are companions, so Sonia's going to go ahead and scratch his favorite spot. And I love when the kids are companions with the pets at a young age. It's so cute, the interactions that they can do as toddlers with the pets. Sonia's playing with her toys, and in this time frame, while Phoebe has some time to relax, she's talking to her grandfather and being like, yeah, you know, he's a really good guy, and I like him, but I'm not sure if I really want a relationship right now. You know, I really feel like I like being single. And Leah's working on her computer, and her speaker has just died. But Leah's going to go ahead and fix it. Spud is hanging out in the office with her, playing with his toy. And Leah's content with that. But Phoebe is talking with her grandpa about the relationship, and she kind of wants to explore more with Wesley, and she kind of doesn't. She's in that awkward part of her life where she's like, I want to date again, but I'm not sure if I really want to date again. She's kind of, you know, unsure about a lot of things. And she still hasn't changed out of her party outfit. Okay. And she hasn't gone to bed either. That skill mastery perk has kicked in. She also had a moodlet booster meal, which helped her out. That's a family recipe, of course. You can have different family recipes that give you different results. This one was a moodlet booster. It was able to improve over moodlets. So now she's trying to teach Sonia to say please and thank you because she wants her to develop some manners at a young age. And it's not going well. And she's like, no, I don't want to learn. So there's that. Cute little thing. This is something I've noticed with the toddlers. The toddlers will just randomly hit the stuffed animal like almost every chance they get. Well, Phoebe doesn't think that's good, so she's going to go ahead and tell her not to hit stuffed animals because that isn't right. You shouldn't. You see violence at a young age, try to discourage it. So there she goes. She's going to go ahead and say, listen, stop hitting the stuffed animals. I see you. That's not nice. So now she's also going to clean the potty in Sonia's room. And the reason why the potty is in Sonia's room is Sonia wakes up in the middle of the night in the red all the time. So she has had 2 accidents on the way to the bathroom. So the potty is right by her bed so she doesn't have any more accidents, which isn't unusual. A lot of parents put the potty in the kids' room when they're potty training. I know my sister did with my nieces. Hey, look at this. Phoebe has maxed the parenting skill. Nice. And it's understandable how she maxed the parenting skill. She's been very attentive to Sonia, trying to be a good parent, trying to help, make sure she knows right from wrong and be a good kid. And yeah, there we go. Plus she's had Lee and Javi as a great influence. Okay, we are at the club now with Phoebe and Wesley. They are hanging out at the club and they're having a really nice time. Wesley's putting the moves on Phoebe. Phoebe's like, okay, yeah. But she, when she's with him, she has a great time with him, and she can't deny that. And there's a ghost as a DJ. Okay, interesting. So they're gonna go ahead and I think get a drink from the bar. What? Moving in together? Oh my goodness, nobody. Now's not the right time for that. She understands how he feels, but moving in together so soon? No, that's not good. So she's going to say, I don't think it's the right time. And that's going to hurt him a little bit because he's thinking he really likes her. And Phoebe's running on her treadmill. It's the day after that date. The date kind of ended abruptly after that. She's thinking to herself, I know I didn't want to move in with Wesley, so I shouldn't feel guilty for telling him how I feel. But the look on his face after, she said what she said, he was kind of like, okay, yeah, he was very hurt by that. So she didn't want to hurt him, but she also, she wanted to tell him the truth. So Leah's going to go downstairs, have some coffee. Phoebe's very conflicted. She's not sure what to do. She really likes him, but she's not sure if she really wants a relationship right now. She's decided that, while she's on the treadmill watching a movie, that she's going to invite Wesley over and talk to him. Because she feels like the best thing she can do right now is talk to him, let him know how she feels about things, and go from there. So that is exactly what she's going to do. Phoebe has not slept all night because of all her thoughts and feelings going on in her head. So she's decided, I'm going to work on a book. Her needs are all the way to the top, so she's figured, okay, now's a good time to work on a book. So that's exactly what she's going to do. She's going to do that. Leah's going to spend some time with Spud because she's just playing a game right now. And we're going to see... Where's Javi? He's sleeping. Okay. Bev's dad has stopped by to see Sonia. Sonia absolutely loves her grandpa. And Phoebe wants to encourage Sonia to have a relationship with Bev's family because she feels it's important. And of course, for Bev's family, it's their way of seeing their daughter live on in Sonia. But one thing that Phoebe has not done yet is tell her in-laws, I guess you could still call them her in-laws, that she's been seeing somebody. And she's not sure how they're going to react. But since Ian is here and he's the more relaxed of the couple, because Bernice tends to fly off the handle the way that basically Bev did in a lot of cases, Phoebe's taking the opportunity to say, I'm glad you're here and seeing Sonia. I really want to. And Leah is right nearby. She's there for moral support. And Phoebe's saying, yeah, Ian, I've been seeing somebody. And he's starting to become important to me, but I don't know where it's going to go. And I just wanted you to know, in case, you saw him here and you were wondering. So Ian's like, I understand, Phoebe. You need to live your life. It's okay. She goes, but, it's not going to affect your relationship with Sonia, though. He goes, I know it won't. I know it won't. He goes, I just want you to be happy. That's all. So that makes Phoebe kind of happy that she was able to talk to Ian about this. Later that day, while Sonia is napping, Phoebe sees that Wesley has stopped by. And this was before she called him. He's just like, I was in the neighborhood. I just sort of come by. And she's like, oh, I'm glad you're here. I want to talk to you. And as you can see, their romance bar is up really high. So they both have a lot of feelings for each other. Phoebe's like, I'm sorry the way I've been acting lately. I don't know really what I'm doing. I really like you, but I don't know how to go about this. And to break the ice, she's playing a joke on him a little bit. And he's just like, oh, come on, Phoebe, stop this. I'm trying to tell you something serious. And she's like, I know. I'm just kidding around. So it looks like Sonia's at the high chair now, eating her food. But what's going to happen is, there we go. That's a good way to get the kid out of the high chair. So while Phoebe and Wesley are talking, she's saying to him, well, you know what? I'd like to explore this more, but you have to understand, this is very new to me. I really don't know what I'm doing. I really like you a lot. I want to try, but I'm not really sure what I should be doing. And who are you? Get out of here. We don't want you. Take a hike. All right. So he's like, yeah, okay. I kind of get it. And he's thinking that she wants to break up with him, so he's starting to leave. And she realizes she doesn't want to let him go. So she's like, hang on, Wesley. I want to talk to you about something. So she's going up to him and she says, listen, I've been single for a while now and I'm starting to love it. She goes, I really do. But I am starting to develop feelings towards you. And, well, I'm not sure really what to do. And he's like, Phoebe, look, I understand. But if you don't want to be in a relationship with me, just let me know. He goes, I'll move on. I really like you. I'm starting to want more from this. And I think that it's time we did go to the next level. I think we should be partners. And she's like, yeah, well, I'm not sure I'm ready for that. And he's like, well, you need to think about this because I'm not sure I can just be, kind of like in this romance without it going anywhere. And she's like, yeah, okay, I get it. I understand. And she's like, I will think about it, okay? And he's like, okay, yeah, sure. And he left kind of sad. So, there's that. And she's trying to think about, this is a new mod. This is actually from Maple Belt. This is Romantic Complaints. She's trying to think about, should she complain about his recent behavior? Should she complain about, life in general? But it's really interesting. You get all these options in this mod, which I really like. So she's really thinking and pondering. While she's thinking and pondering, she is really conflicted. But you know what? I think we'll send Wesley home and then we will see how that goes later. And what is she doing? What are you doing, Phoebe? Are you actually considering? But she's also interested. She's like, I also have to tell you, I'm a little worried about, woohoo. And he just smiles at her. He says, it's okay. It's okay. He goes, you take time to figure this out and you let me know how you feel. And the more she's talking to him, the more she's realizing that she kind of wants more from this relationship too. And that's true. She does like being single because she's been single for a while now. And she likes the little bit of the freedom that entails and what have you. But she's, she's still a little awkward. She's learning about his turn-ons and turn-offs. But, what he wants is maybe not necessarily what she wants. But we'll find out. So Phoebe is starting to think, well, maybe I should consider being his partner, but she's unsure. She's still going back and forth about it. And then she's like, no, you know what? I'm going to do it. So she's like, I'm going to ask him to be my partner. So she summed up her courage. Leah's nearby. She's like, this is good. This is great. All right. So she's like, Wesley, you know what? I think you're right. I think I do want to be your partner. And I want to give this a try. And he's ecstatic. He thinks this is amazing. So there you have it. Phoebe has decided to become romantic partners with Wesley. He is all for it. He loves her daughter. He loves Phoebe. And Phoebe herself is developing very strong feelings for Wesley. So now we're going to see where this goes. And Christmas is right around the corner, so she's going to invite him over to her family's house for Christmas. And we'll see on the next episode how this new relationship of Phoebe's is going to unfold. And if you like this content, remember, like, share, subscribe, always click notifications so you know when the next episode is coming out. Big shout out to my Patreon supporters, especially Just Mom Sims. Check out her newest series. It is awesome. And if you want to join my Patreon, you can do that right now, patreon.com/GXSimmer. Link is down in the description. Also follow me on social media at GXSimmer on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook. Until next time, this is Jen, the GXSimmer. Have a great day or night. See you on the next video. Take care. Bye-bye.